I wanted to show you how I made. It's part 2 of how I made these pockets. Her phone can be in a pocket and her whole hand fits into the pocket. So this one I already made. I have knitted one in pink, and now I'm going to start by sewing all of this together. Sewing is always the boring part. First I'm going to start with the crotch, and I'm going to put my pants legs together and then sew the front of the crotch basically closed. You can just sew as you normally do. You don't have to do what I do. Okay, that's one done. Next I am going to this one. It comes from inside the pocket. So first I'm going to darn away this one, so it's out of the way, because I'm not going to use this one. So I'm just threading it through some knitting stitches, not all way through, just like that. Snip it off, and it's no more yarn in the way. This one is okay, I can use it. This one is the edge, I can use this one, and this one is at the edge, so I'm going to use this one. I always use all of my yarn ends as far as possible. So I just close the gap to place my pocket where I want it, so it is completely on the inside, and then I sew it close. This one is a little bit short, so bear with me as I struggle through this. And I just sew the bottom end. Now my bottom is closed. This one is really giving me grief, so I'm just going to weave it in. And that one is done. Now I do not have one for this, so I'm just going to take a small amount of yarn from my ball, thread it through, secure it, and then sew the side of the pocket. I'm just going to start where I ended at the bottom. Always to save time, I put my yarn next to the seam that I want to make. I'm just catching stitches from the pants to sew this one closed. So there's no stitching on the other side. It's still just normal knitting. You can't even see it was sewn. Let me see if I can get it closer so you can see. There's my yarn from the secured one, I just catch a stitch here from the pants and put it through the pocket. Then I sew it close. This way I am already darning away the starting point of this yarn that I'm using to sew it closed. So this would be my last one, and I'm done with pocket 1. Just take your time and do it as neatly as possible. So this one is done. I won't throw this away right now, as I may need it. Then the other pocket, start at the bottom, catch a stitch from the pants and sew the pocket closed. This will be the last one, so I'm also ending on this one, and I just thread it through some back loops of knitting. Oops, that didn't catch. Let's go. Snip it off. Now for the side. This time I have a yarn, so I can just catch a stitch through the pocket, pant, stitch, pocket, sew it closed, and last one, and darn away the yarn, just like that. I'm going to go, and now I have 2 pockets, one there and one there. The next thing I'm going to do is first off darn away these yarns, these that I have from I'm not sure from which row, but yeah, it's from the end when you have knitted everything. Okay, but anyway, just darn it away. We're not going to use this one, so just looping it through some stitches at the back, and just then I'm just going to cut it off and put it aside. Okay, now I have this. First of all, now I am going to sew the back. I'm sewing it until between the legs, so from the cast off, you cast off 2 stitches on each side. I'm sewing until there. The rest is the pant leg, the shorts legs, so you don't want to sew that, otherwise it's going to be a skirt and not a shorts. I am trying to do this as quickly as possible so the video is not too long. Just bear. Trying to keep this together so it doesn't come out all crooked. Almost done. I'm at a turning point already. So just let it. There we go. And then I thread my yarn through some loops just to secure it and weave in the end. Okay, then I'm gonna cut it off and put it aside. It was like this. Now I turn it to look like the shorts. So this part you are going to sew the whole pant. If it was pants, you're gonna sew the pants. If it is, but this is shorts, so it's just until between the legs. One leg, just sew it together. Okay, I am between the legs. Now I'm going to darn away this end and cut it off. And on this end, sew the other leg closed. Almost done. Last one. Now I'm just making sure there's no hole. Look, there's a hole. So I need to sew it the hole closed because it's between the legs. You don't want holes. So I'm just checking with my finger, pushing on it, so I make sure there's no gap. And darn away the yarn. There's no gap. All done. Snip it off. Now you can turn it outside in. There's your pants, your shorts, sorry. Now this edge, the first two rows are your edge. You're gonna roll it over. Just fidget with it and make it nice. And then with a needle and thread that I don't have here, you just secure it. I just secure it on the inside and the outside with a simple needle and thread, so it stays. Otherwise it is going to always turn and make life difficult. So I just catch it here, catch it on the inner leg and on the outer side, so it stays. This one I didn't even do, so I need to fix this one too. And there you have it. That is the shorts, all done.